Hello friends and welcome back to this Let's Play of Final Fantasy Tactics, the War of the Lions, the Zodiac Age, the side questing. Hooray! We're going to look at our party roster real quick. Currently everyone is in their end game jobs, though not exactly their end game equipment. Ramza is going to be doing a heresy. He's super fast. He's going to be buffing everyone's speed. He's going to be finding doors. He's going to be finding treasure. He's going to be doing all sorts of useful stuff. Luso is sort of like Ramza, but not as fast, and doesn't shout at himself, and is here just in case we need a second Ramza. Gregory is a black mage. He's going to cast spells. Maybe we'll see him in one part of the dungeon. Maybe. Sylphie's an archer. She has a bow. She'll probably never get used. Tefina is a dark knight. This doesn't make any sense because her ability isn't set correctly. Tefina does math. She can't do math until she has an Excalibur equipped, and she can't have an Excalibur equipped until the person using an Excalibur upgrades their weapon. The odds she does anything at all is 0. She's just going to sit there and hold an Excalibur and look pretty, and she doesn't even really look pretty because she's a Dark Knight. Mustadio, he's a chemist. He's going to come along with us if we have to throw Phoenix Downs at people. It's quite literally the only thing he does in this party. Thanks, Balthier, for wrecking the world. Agrius, she's a holy knight. She's wearing a bustier and some lipstick, and she's going to go save the queen. She's here as a second heavy hitter in case we get bored of using our other heavy hitters, I guess. Balthier, he's going to dual wield with Barrage, which means he's going to hit 8 times, and whatever he's standing in front of is going to cease to exist. Orlandu, aka Thunder God Sid, boy, he's nerfed like hell from the original version of this game. He's still going to be great. He's still going to kill some stuff, but sometimes he's just going to walk up and with his Excalibur do max damage to something. He's level 53. He's going to be he's going to be getting a lot of levels as Sword Saint, which is unfortunate. It means his HP is going to go up. Unfortunately, Dark Knights can't wear hats, and he wants a thief's cap. So, whatever. It's not like we don't horrifically overpower this outside of like the random "oops, we died, try again." Beowulf, welcome to our team for the rest of this side quest / optional dungeon. His Spellblade is the thing we have to use. He's level 40. He's going to easily be much higher than that. His stats look like they're terrible. Don't worry. He's just going to be casting chicken over and over and over and over and over again until everything is a chicken. There's mechanics in this dungeon that warrant that. Race exists. She's a geomancer. One day she's going to have an axe and do nothing. Construct 8. He might get to come along for our one boss. Melidul, she's a samurai. She also is a samurai and going to have her equipment changed every time I forget to put something on her. It's great. It's awesome. It's not frustrating in the least that the game doesn't seem to think that she can use a katana with her skills, even though she absolutely can. Why she is a samurai? Samurai get to do some cool things that other members of our party don't get to do if I was there. I am. Namely, they can attempt to break their swords in exchange for casting Protect and Shell on the entire party around them. They can slow enemies. They can restore HP. They have regen and haste if we want to blow up a Mazvine, which we don't have right now. They can do some damage in 4 directions that has a decent range, and they can confuse and doom things. And if we want to blow up the best weapon they get, they do just a lot of damage. We're probably not going to do that. What we are going to do is make sure that we have all the blowing up weapons we want for Samurai. Why we have these is just in case we want to use our abilities. I actually think I bought some ninja blades on accident. I did not. I am not as dumb as sometimes I think I might be. Look at all this equipment we're not using. Thief caps we're using a lot of. Gold hairpins, we're using 1 on something that needs NP. Boy, these are buyable, and they're just so bad. They're just so bad. Apparently we can buy rubber suits. I wonder what other weird things we can buy that we didn't buy. So we can buy perfumes. You can't wear perfumes though. They changed it from all females to only bard and dancer in this hack. Boy, are the sortilege and the septime actually very, very good. But you don't get to use them, so that's cool. Thankfully there's a poacher's den here, because boy, look at all the stuff we've had blown up and or things we have poached. You can buy things at half cost and still only be able to use them on bards and dancers. It's great. Get our 1 half cost X potion. Get our 1 half cost Phoenix down. And now we are on to the Deep Dungeon, aka Midlight's Deep in this version of in this translation. You don't auto start a battle, you have to pick where you're going. Here's how this works. We start with a team, and I wish I could reorder my team. What we want is some debilitators. Hello, Beowulf and Mustadio. We want some damage. Hello, Orlandu and Balthier. And we want someone real fast. We also have a Phoenix down should things get dicey. Here's how this map and all of the other maps in the Deepest Dungeon work, at least 1 through 9. Killing everything does not move you to the next level. You have to physically walk around on the map and find one of the 5 spots that can possibly have a door to the level below. In addition, each one of these has 4 treasure spots. Each of those treasure spots has something that is better than what we're wearing. So our goal is to get all of the treasures. Keep 1 enemy alive so we can find the door and the treasures. Hope that enemy is not on a treasure or door spot, which it absolutely can be, and in that case we have to wait for it to move. And we want to not die. You can bring any combination of characters. Beowulf is pretty much absolutely required, and Ramza is required. Everything else can be what you want. Also, there's a fun, awesome thing about these maps. They're pitch black. Boy, that's fun. There are 4 types of encounters in each one of these. They are listed as A, B, C, and D type. We have an A type right now. A-type encounters have between 1 and 11. We are 1 short of the max enemy mob. They are mostly very low-level enemies. So you get goblins, you'll get bombs, you'll get the first-level corals. You'll get mostly tier 1 monsters. B and C have 8 enemies. Each enemy spawn is random between in B type I think it's monsters, in C type it's monsters and humans. They are higher tier monsters, usually level 2, so we'd see I think the purple goblins. And then in D type you get 4. They are high rarity mobs. They are mostly 3rd generation mobs, and you'll see more humans with very good gear that we can steal and or otherwise obtain. We have to know where 0, 0 is. It's not here. This is 0, 0. We want to remember that. The fun thing is, as we kill things and they leave behind crystals, it will actually light up the map. Having ignore height on some of these is very good. If we accidentally move into a treasure spot, we want to remember where that is, because after that it will be a trap, and some traps can kill us. And some traps, if they kill Ramsa, no one can get to him in time to save him, and he will die. You can also cheat by using movement. If you have someone with teleport, it'll light up the entire board for you to see where you're going, how high things are, what you have to be worried about. There is a very steep set of hills here that we can't shoot over or through or around, so damage is going to be fun. Stuff's going to get to us. Our low-level characters are going to gain a shitload of levels. Everything in here is going to be level 80 plus. Most of our characters are not level 80 plus. Stuff will theoretically do damage to us. Casters are going to be our biggest problem because they're going to be. We're going to blade guard pretty much everything. You'll notice everyone's bravery is high. I'm very sad that we don't have the good version of sword skills in this version of the game. The maps with 11 sometimes just get crazy. There's a few encounters. Okay, so where that goblin is right now is a treasure space. We will want to remember that. We're going to show off Balthier's barraging. Not as cool as it is with a gun from a full map away. We can always change back to him having a gun if we feel like it. It's just we don't have another character that has a great use for dual wield, so he's just going to get the cool swords that otherwise we wouldn't be fielding in this playthrough. There are phases to these maps. The first phase is clearing stuff out, getting down to a couple enemies left. And then the second phase is actually doing what we want to do on maps. Notice even Balthier is gaining levels real fast. He is 56. Sky Pirate is a fantastic class. It has the same stat growth as Thief, Ninja, and Archer. So he has no need to ever move off of it. He has more than enough damage output to only get the one physical attack pip per level up. Massive experience and job points for everyone on every kill. I did say Ramza was fast. Ramza is incredibly fast. Chicken. Chicken reduces brave by 50. If something has low enough brave, they turn into a chicken and cannot fight. We may have seen it once or twice when playing around. This is where it gets used, as do all of his other sword skills. We can keep stuff from moving, we can keep stuff from acting, we can keep stuff from basically having any kind of fun. And we are absolutely going to do it. The one thing we're missing is a ton of counterattack damage. This is absolutely not an enemy phase game. Stuff happens on your turn, and you let it happen. And we found the exit. That's pretty awesome. We don't have to go searching for it now. What we will have to do is go track down our treasure. Mustadio also comes along because of leg shot. The worst part about chickens is they try to run away. So, we just don't want the chickens to do that. There he is. Okay, we found an arbalist. We absolutely do not wish to step back on this space again because it has a doom trap. And that's just bad for us. Okay, if this is 0-0, that is 2-2. There's a treasure here. There's a treasure all the way up here. And there's a treasure up here. And now we can start seeing the caves light up. We're gonna have the little chicken go to bed. And since none of these things have anything worth anything, we're just gonna let them be. Okay, we found an onion sword. We'll re-immobilize him. We'll pick up a cinqueta. We'll re-chicken. We also have a chemist with us, just in case Beowulf gets too low on MP. He does have the ability to steal some. He is currently wearing an item that gives him some every turn. These treasures are going to be garbage because they're tier 1 mobs. And should be a treasure here. And that is everything we need off of this map. So we have completed the crevasse. You also get a staggering amount of money in case you need money for anything. That took us about 20 minutes. We may be able to get 2 of these done each video. So we now move to the stair. We're going to keep running with more or less the same team. Everyone on this team has their use. We don't get really awesome enemies until later on. Okay. We have a blue dragon, a green dragon, 2 summoners. They are not high enough level to have the best equipment. they are high enough level to ruin our day. So we're going to use being invisible to auto crit. And then Balthier existing to just murder that one. And now we have 2 dragons to deal with, and those are not really a problem. Their breath attacks are going to be the absolute worst thing. And by their breath attacks, I mean counterattacks not being blade guardable. Thankfully, that is why we bring a chemist. There are reasons we do things here. Okay, for 0-0, we want a 2-height stalactite. It's not that one. This is 0-0. So right now this summoner is on a trap. She was floating, which is why, well, she started on the space, so that's why she didn't pick up a treasure or trip a trap. Enemies cannot pick up treasure. We should have something here. We do have a very good gun. That means that someone who said what items replaced what was a little bit wrong, as that should be up here. We have an Ardenite. We want to... As long as we can keep him chickened, it doesn't really matter about anything else. We'd really like this summoner to go away. And we also want to find the doors. A door could be here. It's not. Where else could a door be? Door could be here. A door is not here. We could have a door here. That's not a door either. We got some onion armor that is actually worthless unless you have an onion knight, which requires taking a character you don't need their abilities for and learning and mastering every single job. If that sounds like fun, I think you're crazier than I am. Okay, there's another one. There's another door near Mustadio. And then there's one over here. This should be several things in one. Got us a thief cap and a moonblade. So we have all of the treasures we need. Our goal now is to find the exit. And the game is not going to help us out by giving us crystals. That is not a door. Which means our door should be right there. It's not. That's neat. Our doors should be... I have a little notebook that has everything I want to do in all my playthroughs on it, and this one has all the doors marked on it for exits based on the last one of these I played. But that was so long ago. And this should be correct. So Orlando is on a door, and it wasn't that. Mustadio is not on a door. That means that when he moves, he should be on a door. I still don't want to accidentally kill this guy before door. No? Awesome. We're now running around in the pitch black looking for a door. Go to sleep, little dragon. I think we said that wasn't a door. So the only thing left is this little one height corner piece. And that's the door. And we have now finished our first 2 maps. So next time, we'll come back and we'll do the 3rd map. Catch y'all then.